Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me in today's video. It's my first Get Ready With Me. I am super excited to share with you step by step how I achieved this look, which by the way was supposed to be a pumpkin spice full themed smoky pumpkin spice eye look, which as you guys can tell turned out into more like a sunset coral gold glitter look. Yeah. I know. In today's video, I will be using Juicy Boost by Coloured Raine, and I will be playing with the pinks and oranges. I really did not have much time to actually sit down and test it out, so this is kind of like my first impression as well. And yeah, I was going for a pumpkin spice smoky eye. I ended up with more of a coral sunset eyes with gold glitter. Yeah, if you guys are curious how this happened, how I ended up here, keep on watching. I will be explaining everything as we go. The reason why I was really excited about purchasing this eyeshadow palette was the fact that I don't usually go for matte eyeshadows. I'm all about the shimmers, so I really like the color range here with these mattes. And another thing that I really liked is that I found a lot of fall friendly eyeshadows, especially this row here, the oranges, the browns, and this beautiful red which is called Apple Strawberry. Totally caught my attention when they were swatching the shades. So I just thought it would be a nice little eyeshadow palette, kind of like a transition in summer into fall eyeshadow palette. So I'm super excited to be playing with it, and like I said, this is my first Get Ready With Me, so just you know, bear with me. I've literally never done this before, so I'm sure I'm going to be a little awkward. I already can tell that I need to fix my eyebrow because it's a little uneven. Alright, much better. I have two different ways to prime my eyes. I usually, depending on what kind of eyeshadow I'm working with, so usually I will just apply concealer all over my lid, and if the matte or whatever the texture of the eyeshadow is not super blendable friendly, I will make sure to use a translucent powder in my crease just to powder that area. I usually skip the eyelid because I want really vibrant shade concentrated in there. If I do translucent powder all over the lid for more like a washed out look, it really depends on the eyeshadow, honestly, and how they work. But today I'm going to be doing a concealer all over my eyes, and I will be setting the crease with translucent powder, as I've seen some reviews on YouTube that said that these mattes were not the best at blending out, so let's find out. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm using the All Nighter concealer from Urban Decay. It's one of my favorite concealers to use for my eyelids. I don't like it under my eyes, but I love it on my lids, and the reason is because the texture is really watery, so it sets very quickly. It does not budge at all, and at the same time it does not crease as well, because like I said, it has this more drying watery thin texture, so I think it's perfect for eyelid primer. So I'm just using the my old Sigma E60 large shader brush just to blend out the concealer. The only thing about this concealer is that it really dries quickly, and if you don't blend it out quickly, it's kind of like a pain. So, and I'm trying like not to get too close to the mirror so you guys can see what I'm doing. But like I said, it's kind of like my first time doing this, so I apologize if it's not perfect. Also, I would love any suggestions if you have like any tips how to make this better, this experience better, just let me know. But yeah, I'm kind of excited though, because I feel like I had like the craziest week with the kids. My husband's working a lot, so I swear to God, guys, this is the first time I'm playing with makeup in like probably a good 5-6 days. So next thing what I'm doing is I'm gonna set my crease with the translucent powder. I'm just gonna use Laura Mercier. Laura, where are you? And it doesn't really matter which brush you use. I just use my old, it's kind of really old, Sigma E40. So I'm just tapping off the excess here. And sorry guys for my chipped nails. Like I mentioned, I did not even have time. I really wanted to remove at least my nails before filming, but honestly I just put my kids to bed and I was like, I cannot lose any minute because I don't know how long this will take, you know. Usually, like, you know, I either go for like a quick makeup look for every day, which takes me like 15 or even 10 minutes. But when I'm filming, I usually like do my makeup earlier whenever my husband is home. So this is, like I said, we're just going on with the flow. All right, so I have my lids primed, and by the way, I have nothing on my face except for my eyebrows done and the eyelids primed. So we're gonna do the face afterwards. Initially, I kind of wanted to do the whole face and then do the eyeshadow, but yeah, I wasn't able to do that. So we're just gonna do the whole thing, the whole face. And before I'm going to start, I want to knock out some of the questions. And like I mentioned before, the giveaway winner is going to be at the end of this video. So congratulations whoever won. And I just want to let you guys know that I always run different giveaways. I actually have one giveaway coming up this month, I believe. It's going to be either end of this month or beginning of October. It is not a makeup giveaway, but it's still a beauty giveaway, and I hope you guys will like it. But I cannot say anything more about it until the video will go live. So just stay tuned with me. So let me pull up my questions. I mean, your questions. So I know that the first... There we go. We got it. So the first question is, if you were allowed to use one makeup product for a year, which product would it be? So if I have to be honest, I would use... I'm just going to apply really quickly the Laura Mercier Hydrating Base because my skin right now feels super dry. I took a shower and I didn't apply my like nighttime skincare because I'm filming right now. I'm doing makeup, so I just had to apply some. See, oh my gosh, oh, it feels so much better. So it's kind of complicated because like I cannot stand not having my eyebrows done. You know, like right now I have my eyebrows done. I feel like I'm still missing a mascara, so I think it will be a mascara. And the other question I got, who was the winner of the year giveaway? It's going to be announced at the end of the video. When did you start loving makeup so much? Well, the story about makeup, and as I'm going to tell you guys the story, I can start with. And I'm taking my Sigma E25. It is my absolute favorite brush, like a blending brush. We'll start with turmeric shot. Yeah, let's start with a little vibrant. Alright. So the kind of funny thing about me and makeup and how I started is and by the way, one tip, when you're applying your eyeshadow and you have like slightly hooded eyes, the best tip I can give you is to try to always open your eye and look at it like as you're looking into a mirror. Don't go too crazy with just closing your eye and going with all the colors, because sometimes you just open your eyes and all like your eyeshadow is gone. So just a little tip. So anyways, my story with makeup started way back. So I'm going to be 32 this October. I know I'm old, but it was approximately 10 years ago. So I guess I was like 21, 22. So kind of late. So before that, I was basically a mascara, black liner, and bronzer, tons of bronzer kind of girl. I usually would rock a neutral lip, absolutely nothing colorful, nothing crazy. And then I remember I tried my red lipstick for the first time and I really liked it. And what followed is I started watching beauty videos. I feel like a lot of people started with that. And as I like was bored and I was trying to find something to watch, I kind of got really into the beauty YouTubers. And I used to watch a lot of different like beauty gurus back in the day. Like I don't even remember. I know that I was really into like Dolce Candy and all their like early influencers. So anyways, I was like watching it and suddenly I feel like I found a passion for it. Because like earlier, like I would go to the drugstore and I would be definitely more into like body care, skincare than actually like colorful makeup. So anyways, I started watching the YouTube and I got absolutely like obsessed with everything, and that's when I decided to start my blog. Yeah, I did start my blog in 2011 January. So that was quite a long time ago. So anyways, I did that, and I remember there were a lot of products that I had no idea about. Like, I've never had a concealer. I know. Blush, not really. Like, nothing really. Even like foundation, I don't even know what I was using, honestly. I feel like I wasn't even using a foundation. I would just do like a bronzer on the cheek. But also, you know, like I said, 10 years ago, I was 21. There were like not really many wrinkles on my face, so, but I'm sure it looked terrible. I will maybe I will pick you guys, actually I will pick a few pictures here so you guys can laugh at my makeup skills. I was totally obsessed with like bronzers, and just the more tan I was, the better, you know? So anyways, like I mentioned, and then I got into my blog and my first order. I ordered a bunch of stuff from e.l.f. because it was cheap and the reviews were nice. So I remember my first blog post, my little e.l.f. haul, and that's how I started getting into makeup, and I've been really loving it since then. Alright guys, so the next question is, are you an introvert? Oh no, so now we're gonna do the assumptions about me, and I got two assumptions. So the first one is that you like puppies. No, I'm a total cat person. I like dogs, but I mean, I used to love dogs when I was a little kid, and I would like go to my grandma and she always had all the animals, and I would like become best friends with them and just like always hang out with the dogs and the cats and all that. But no, I'm definitely as I got older, I'm a cat lady, but I always say that, you know what, we'll see when we'll decide to get a dog, and maybe then I will turn into a dog person. But yeah, definitely cat. And then hold on, let me just apply another eyeshadow, because I feel like I'm gonna do the everything with just like the yellow on my eyes. So if you're new to makeup, or you just kind of trying to get a little bit better at your like eyeshadow, make sure, I would say, focus, like the focus in my makeup, like 90% is working on the crease. I know it sounds crazy, but really the crease, once the crease is done, you're good to go. I'm going to switch to one of my absolute favorite brushes that I got recently. It's from Coloured, and it's the D200. It's like a big pencil brush, super soft. I prefer to pack the eyeshadow and then blend out the edges, if that makes sense. So this one is perfect, and it works the best for me. So just so you guys know, there is a little bit of a fallout on this orange, it's called turmeric shot eyeshadow. So it's just a little kickback, just so you guys know. But so far, so good. And now I'm going in with the orange carrot. So what I want to do is I want to do like a smoky, like a pumpkin smoky eyes. I know. Like at first I wanted to do something crazy, but then I was like, you know what? I want to maybe try to do something more wearable. I was just saying that to a fellow beauty blogger on Instagram, that as the fall approaches, suddenly I am like more into I'm definitely getting more into neutrals again. I know. So anyways, I'm still working on that. So anyways, long story short, the next question are the assumptions about me. The first one was that I like puppies. And the next one is that I am an introvert. And that's kind of interesting, because I feel like there's a lot of misinformation about what an introvert really is. Like when you think about an introvert, you think about a person that's like shy, right? Very like just quiet, sitting in the corner. But actually, introvert can be very much talkative and seem very social. Introverts are usually, they need like to be by themselves to like recharge. And I would say, you know what, right now it's really kind of hard for me to answer that, because whenever I go out to like social stuff, I'm always with my kids, and I'm always I'm going back with the turmeric shot with the Morphe M507. So I'm always just kind of like chasing my kids around, and I don't like, even if I'm having fun, at the end of the outing, I'm just exhausted from just making sure everyone is having fun. And I do So I do like hanging out with people, though I'm definitely quality over quantity. But I really like hanging out with people. I don't know, we can have like a great conversation, and I just feel this connection with them all. So I love that. But then at the same time, I don't mind being alone. I actually like being alone. I'm definitely a thinker. I like listen to music, just kind of think about different weird, random stuff, and I enjoy that as well. So I think I'm like half and half, depending on I guess depending on surroundings. And also, I'm sure that will change after my kids will get a little bit bigger, so I can actually like go and have fun. And then probably I will be more than willing to answer that question. Yeah, so I'm not really like digging my brush, any of the shades, but there is definitely a kickback. Let me just look at this straight ahead to make sure everything is even. And next I'm going to, usually I'll go with the darkest shade in my crease here, and then I would just apply something nicer like a shimmer on the lid. But today I want to go a little bit different route. Hopefully it's gonna turn out fine. Hopefully it's gonna turn out nice. So I'm gonna go with the apple strawberry. It's such a gorgeous red. It's a more like a maroon color, and I'm gonna use the same Sigma E25. So I'm gonna go and apply this all over. Actually, I probably should have started with like a cream eyeshadow underneath, you know, like a darker one. So the eyeshadow is very vibrant and dark, you know, like a darker base. So it's a little bit more smoky, but that's fine. We are doing what we can. So I will say though that these eyeshadows are not the most pigmented mattes that I've worked with. I'm just trying to pat it, pat, just build up intensity a little bit. I'm going back with the turmeric shot just to add a little bit of, bring that crease color upper. More up. So the shade Apple Strawberry looks really beautiful, like darker maroon red in the pen. But honestly, guys, on my eyes, it looks more like pinkish red. Not really, not quite impressed. I think I'm going to probably end up applying shimmer on my lid because I'm not a fan how that... I mean, I did promise you guys a pink all matte look, but this is not exactly the look that I wanted to go for. I thought it's going to be a little bit more smoky, you know, a little bit more fall-like. I'm going to go with the lemon wheatgrass on the center of my lid. I do like that it applies sheer. Now I want to blend it out with Laura Mercier. It's called Eye Color eyeshadow brush, one of my favorite ones. It's nice and dense and small, so I'm just trying to apply it a little bit higher here in my crease too, so when my eyes are closed, when my eyes are open, you can actually see the eyeshadow, you know. So I'm back, and I just applied a little bit in the corner highlighter. Overall, I am not very happy with the finish eyeshadow color on my lid, because definitely does not look as beautiful maroon red like it looked in the packaging. But anywho, let me try to save this look by applying some eyeliner, lashes, and then I can start with my face. So I don't want to make it too long, and then I'm going to clean up all this mess. You guys will see it's going to look a little bit more clean after I'm done. So I'm back with my foundation. I'm going to be using the, I think it's called Il Maquillage foundation. It's a really good long-wearing foundation. I was approached to give it a try, and I literally used like the online quiz that they had, and I was so shocked when it actually came in and it was a perfect match. So that's what I'm using. It's definitely a full coverage foundation, so I feel like if you don't like a full coverage foundation, make sure you don't apply a thick layer. I'm going in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Whoa. To set my face, I'm just going to be using Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, which is my go-to setting powder. I usually don't set my cheeks because I don't like really like a super matte finish, so I skip the cheeks. Yeah, next we're gonna do bronzer, and for my bronzer I will go with Fenty Beauty. Oh, I love this one. It's called Sheeny Biz. Beautiful, warm toned. I think it's warm toned. Beautiful bronzer. Really, really liking this one, and I just got this really cute brush, really good quality, Japonesque at my local TJ Maxx. So I'm gonna be using this all over. Usually I use a bigger brush when applying bronzer, but I really wanted to give this one a try. Oh yeah, let's get that jawline, you know, when you're old, everything gets saggy. You wanna look youthful. I literally kind of feel like I just see my, like, one side of my face. So I hope everything looks even on the camera. Okay, love this bronzer, seriously. Such a pretty shade. And for the blush, I'm gonna go with the Buxom Wanderlust. And it's the primer infused blush, really cool. So we're gonna do the cheeks now. So I like to apply my blush actually a little bit higher, not so close to the center of my face, if that makes sense. How do you guys do this? Where do you guys have a mirror? I think I should have a mirror like in front here, not on the side, because I feel like I cannot see. I cannot see like straight. Probably one side is different. Sorry. It's a learning curve, you know? Alrighty, so after the blush, I'm just gonna go with the highlighter, and for the highlighter, I'm just gonna go with Pixie Beauty. This is the Glowy Gossamer Duo in Subtle Sunrise. It's really pretty. It's actually the champagne shade here. And I absolutely love this brush from Laura Mercier for highlighter. They really have nice makeup brushes, so we're just gonna add a little bit of that the glow on the cheeks. Make the lips a little bigger, you know. My nose doesn't really need a highlighter, but oh well. I'm gonna play here, there, and everywhere. Okay, alright. And we're gonna finish with a lipstick. For the lipstick, I'm gonna go with the Wet n Wild Mega Last High Shine in Bellini Overflow. It's a slightly peachy new lipstick. And a last thing, I know I usually leave the lashes the last, so I'm gonna apply the lashes and I'm gonna be right back. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I was going for pumpkin spice and I ended up with more of a sunset coral eyes. I'm surprised too, but hey, you know, it was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. Still a huge learning curve, but it was fun to actually apply the makeup on the camera. I'm going to just try not to talk so much next time, because literally I would just stay with that yellow and my crease the whole video probably if I didn't think about, hey, I have to like move on. But I did wanted to mention my final thoughts about this eyeshadow palette. So I like it. I like the shades. Like I said, I haven't tried the green ones just yet, but from playing around with the pinks and the oranges, I can definitely tell that these are not the most opaque mattes that I've used, and therefore I feel like it depends on what you're looking for and what you like. I like my mattes to be very opaque. I actually talked about it in my previous video, so I really wished there would be a little bit more pigment to them, Although they are still very nice, they blend nicely together. Like I said, I did set my crease here with the translucent powder just to make sure that the blending goes a little bit easier. Overall, the colors are beautiful. The shimmers are, oh my gosh, so pigmented, beautiful. The gold shade that I use on my eye can be applied more like a foiled eyeshadow or more like padded as a more like a glitter topper, so I like that definitely. I just really wish that the apple strawberry would be a little bit more red than pink how it turned out, you know, because that's how it turned out on my eyes. But yeah, overall it's a nice eyeshadow palette, and I we'll definitely be playing more with it. Let me know if you guys want to see more looks. I will probably just do something on Instagram since since I did a video on this one. It's just kind of funny how I had the completely different idea in my head, and here I am with coral sunsetty eyes. But hey, you know, makeup is still fun. I had fun hanging out with you guys, and I wanted to congratulate the winner of my giveaway. And hope you guys have a great day. Bye.